Another Jordan that I wish they make in a high is this one right here. Definitely would be dope. Keep it the same. This would be so fire as a high for sure. All right. What's good, YouTube? We are back again with another video, and today we have for you a nice little comparison video. There's so many reviews on these. The Nike shipment was stolen, and from there, everybody and their mama had one of these. To me, this is definitely one of the most slept on non-OG colorways. I'd be honest, if I had to say my favorite non-OG colorways, I will say the Cool Gray 11 and the Win Like 82, because it's basically a Concord in a navy patent leather. So those two probably are my favorite. These are very close as well, right? This is probably a top three. I know a lot of people have Space Jams on that list. Me personally, I think it's just more of a bland Jordan 11. It's a beautiful sneaker. It's iconic. This is my favorite color blocking, first of all. So anything with the white and a patent leather, anything that reminds me of a Concord, essentially, is my favorite 11. So that's why the Win Like 82s and these are definitely in my top. And the Cool Grays are just so nice with the suede. And also, don't sleep on the cap and gowns, man. The cap and gowns are one of the most dopest like Jordan 11s of all time. And another sneaker that's really dope, I'm just gonna go off a little rant here, is the 72 and 10s, man. We got the 72 and 10 mid version, I believe 2015 or 16. Those were made really nicely, and it was a sneaker that I think Jordan would have worn, that type of shoe, as like an alternative to the playoff 11 that we seen him play in 1996 during those playoffs. So that 72 and 10 Jordan 11 is definitely a colorway that reminds me of something like Mike would probably wear during his run. So that's why I like that sneaker so much. Back to these sneakers, right? We have a Varsity Red Jordan. We have the Varsity Red Jordan Low in the white and cherry. And then you have the Mike jersey, of course. You know, I always have to throw the Mike jersey on when I'm doing Jordan or Chicago Bull inspired colorways, because you get to really see the pop and how they look. And then I'm gonna throw in the Space Jam red version, and I say that to say, you know, to me, Nike and Jordan brand kind of circle back. So this is an all red Jordan 11, which is a phenomenal sneaker in its own, although I like these better because of the color blocking is a lot nicer to me. But as you see, the Space Jam is an all black version of the Concord. This gives me like red Space Jam vibes, man. I know a lot of people don't really connect the two. And then back then, when you can get Jordans fairly easily, I doubled up on these and I added white laces to them. And I think they actually pop so much more with the white laces, and you guys can see the differences between the two. This is Christmas time. These are the perfect time to wear these. You know, anything white and red, of course, you can wear them with. But yeah, this is just a little comparison. Now, I believe these are Gym Red, the official colorway. But I be super duper honest, and I don't really see any difference between these two reds. If this is a different red, bro, I may be going colorblind, because these two reds are highly similar. And then this is worn on the bottom, so you can't really compare these at the moment on the bottom as far as the reds are concerned. But this one is a little bit darker of a red on the bottom. I would love for somebody, and I'm talking probably to you, MJO23Dan, if you are watching this video, for somebody to really, I guess, break down the different reds on a Jordan. So we have Varsity Red, Gym Red, Fire Red. You guys tell me how many different reds we have. All these different type of reds that go on Jordans. You guys tell me like the differences between them, because I don't know. Some are lighter than others, some are darker than others. If I'm guessing, Gym Red may be the darkest red out of the bunch, but again, I don't know for sure. So please help me out. And then there's also True Red. Like, there's so many different reds. I believe True Red is on the lighter side of reds, and also the Fire Red. But again, you guys let me know, or if you guys want to see somebody who's really into doing that kind of video, you know, go for it, because I think that'll be a dope video to kind of see the different reds throughout. All right, so back to these sneakers, right? This is a sneaker in which I predicted will eventually happen. As you guys seen the intro to this video, I was doing a Jordan 11 collection video, and when I whipped these out, I was like, this needs to be a high, right? Now, of course, this was probably in production way before I even said it. Usually it goes as far as 2-3 years, some of these sneakers. So 2-3 years from now, they probably know the Jordan 11s that will release in December. Maybe certain sneakers they push or ramp up and push production for certain shoes, but all in all, it goes that far ahead, typically down the pipeline. So I'm sure when I said this was already a creation somewhere in the Nike lab or the Jordan lab. So yeah, but when we look at these, man, now this sneaker in particular, I've worn them, you know, they yellow a little bit. Now, I'll tell you right off the bat, like, so I kept these in pretty good condition. I guess basic wear of the shoe being around. This one has a yellow tint to it. Not sure if you're able to see it, but the low top, the Jordan 11 low top, that is, has a little bit of a yellowish tint to the corridor mesh. I believe that's how you say it. If it's not how you say it, my fault. But the mesh material and the laces, you do have some sort of yellowing on the low top. Now, there are some slight differences right off the bat. If you look at the lettering on the tongue, let me put this light on so you guys can see it. So if you look at the lettering on the tongue, right, both have red Jumpmans, but the mid has black lettering where it has the Jumpman Jordan, right? And then on the low, you have gray lettering. So that's one difference. Another difference is the sock liner. You do have a red sock liner and then a red behind the tongue as well. And this one has a white quality inspired by the greatest player ever tag. And then this one has a black tag, but you can see the lining on this one is all white, right? That's some of the differences. Of course, the patent leather being a low cut patent leather on the low, and on the mid, it's a high cut patent leather that I believe we gotten since 2016. Right? I want to say the Space Jam was the first version in this high cut patent leather, which is really nice. I love the way it looks, especially on a mid. The lows, I don't mind it being a low cut. If they went to the high cut patent leather, that's cool too, because that's pretty much how it was back then. Right? We have the red Jumpman, and then we have the red Jumpman on the back of this one. So, you know, basic Jordan 11 shit. And then you have your carbon fiber in red and black, which I think is actually a really nice touch. This one is like a black and gray, right? So you see the differences there. Other than that, pretty much the same sneaker, but the red carbon fiber on the mid just looks so much nicer to me. And as we take a look at this one also has a black and gray carbon fiber plate. Pods are the same. And of course, this is the same because it's the same shoe, but a little bit of a cleaner shoe. So hopefully I didn't step in any poop. And that's that, man. You know, quick video. Just something light. But these are the red Jordan 11s. Right? It'd be nice to get a suede cool gray version of this Jordan 11 in red. What do I mean by that? Now that we have this cherry mid, right? Instead of the corridor mesh, maybe make it a nice suede. That'd be fire. Or maybe an all red suede. I think that'd be nice as well. But different materials just to give it a little bit more of a pop. I think we'd be pretty much done with red Jordan 11s. This is the sneaker. This is how it looks. I think this is a fire shoe. This is one of those sneakers where I wouldn't mind doubling up. I would actually even sell one of these just to put a little bit more money into this, because I just think this is a much nicer sneaker. Just my opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? On that note, let me know what you guys think about the Jordan 11 Cherry / white and Varsity Reds. And then how they stack up with the Win Like 96s. I mean, we have a bunch of fucking Jordans here. Right. So, there you have it. Jordan 11s, man. What can I say? They're one of the most sought out sneakers of all time. I'm sure a bazillion of these were sold. And that's that. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be out. Peace.